Welcome everybody to tonight's showing. We have some great Rainbow Six Siege gameplay. We have MU versus Vandals for tonight. I believe we have MU starting on defense and Vandals starting on attack as we get into our map bans. Currently we're on Cafe Dostoevsky, a good map in my opinion. It can get a little hectic at sometimes, definitely on that third floor defense, and especially the kitchen attack. It's always hectic on this map. We do have Blackbeard first playing. Blackbeard has just been really dominant, especially in the pro scene, in the ranks, top ranks. So critical ban off the board. We're gonna see the next ban from MU, and that will be Ying. Big attackers off the board. That gets rid of the flashes of Ying and the point man of Blackbeard. Our defensive operators. I'm thinking maybe in a zombie potentially. Demir is definitely a great pick, holding down top floor and kitchen. We might even see the zombie ban. Or I could be in for something completely different. Fenrir. Also another harboring a defender. And it punches into any attacking team.
Cool. Also, I'm here too. Hey, everybody.
Welcome Damien. Yes, I am so sorry. I did not introduce Damien.
We're all fine.
I'm still getting used to this. This is my
We're all good. It's week 4 here at the ECAC. We got Group A, obviously. We got University of Idaho versus Muskingum. Muskingum? Words. Whatever the case, we're getting right into this. Let's see what we have.
I do like this Maestro pick from MU. I used to utilize this a lot. This would destroy a lot of drones. This would cut down a lot of angles, and it really forces operators to play carefully. We have 6 picks onto Ash and IQ to find all the Wamai discs and the Maestro bubbles. It is getting rid of some soft breach though. That buck being changed out for IQ might end up either being a good or a bad thing. They did bring the Ash instead, and while you are limited with the Buck's range, you have a lot more ammo and a lot more destructibility, in my opinion, when it comes to Buck.
I want to say I was very interested in Lucci's Azami setup, and then we just cut to them wasting their grenade awkwardly. But, it is what it is.
Heavy cigar hold from this Azami of Lucci. We'll see how Vandals decide to take this site. It does look like they're going to send 2 people up top, pretty standard so far, and they're going to continue to drone this out. Now, these Maestro bubbles, if used correctly, is going to deny a lot of Vandals information. So it's up to this Ash and this IQ to try and deny all that utility of this MU defense. No contact from our operators just yet. Still just a couple drones to gather as much information as they can. Still holding down. We might get a quick little conflict as of now. Aikino on an aggressive upside down rappel. One of my favorite ways to play. Lucci is aware of this though, and he's using the zombies very critically to try and shut down any entrance into Cigar. He doesn't have to be too careful here as he has multiple keep-up areas, but as soon as those come down, it's going to be dangerous. Minute and a half off the board. Our operators are still exchanging blows with each other. Getting rid of a lot of those keep-up areas.
It sounds like the keep's about to peek up, though.
Absolutely.
Definitely want to start getting in there.
Vandals is trying to solidify their execute, and there's your Azami off the board. Chan gets a great kill onto Lucci, and that's cigar control. Besides Lucci, that's basically it for the operators that was in there. You do have the Maestro bubbles, which is going to incur a little bit of damage onto Toby. They have spotted it out, so it should be dealt with promptly here. Little over 50 seconds left, and MU are still holding down their angles, and Vandals need to start deciding what they want to do here exactly. They're gonna try to keep forcing their way into through Cigar, but Zmart's gonna get a nice little headshot. Still have the Maestro bubbles to deal with. Vandals are currently stuck playing in Cigar. So that's the second kill for Zmart. And I believe he just shot his teammate's drone right there. That's a bit unfortunate. Time is dwindling. Yeah, very
one
nice.
right into that.
Yeah, and for Aquino. Great triple kill for Zmart. And a double kill for Marky. 1v2 situation. It's up to the Cheese Curl, and he does not have any Maestro Bowls to deal with, but they are working against the clock, and that's a big kill off the board. I do believe the diffuser is on the floor, and there's not enough time. Aquino's gonna have to go and try and find this Maestro as fast as possible, and he's not going to give any sort of leeway. Great job from MU. That's our round one.
They're right down to the wire, and it was definitely going back and forth. Yeah. It was definitely going back and forth.
It was some great stuff. You know, the Azami setup really dedicated a lot of time and a lot of attention from Vandals. You know, they took their time. They dedicated a lot of utility and ammo and manpower into just flushing out Reserve from his position, and he killed all the time that he needed to. He may have not gotten an initial pick, but he got all that time wasted off of Vandals' board, and that led to the defense working out as they just waited it out. That's good. Yeah. Now we're going to head downstairs and see how MU decide to play this as well. They have brought the castle, which is very standard for this setup. A lot of bakery holds could be dealt here with. They do have the woman to assist the bakery player. I wonder if they'll stick the Azami there. That's the main question.
MU looking very comfortable here, putting a lot of holes like everywhere. They know where they want these holes also is another thing, so...
Oh, absolutely. It seems that MU definitely have their angles learned out. They know how they want to play this. They want to make sure MU can hardly swing anything without being swiftly and promptly punished. They have opted in for the Montang, though, so Vandals do have a little bit more protection when attacking this site. You know, the shield operator takes a crucial amount of attention away from these defenders. And we'll see how it's respond with. Good. We now have a breach into the small bake window. A little bit of blows have been exchanged, nothing too much yet. Operators are just getting to know each other this round.
They're taking heavy damage.
They're taking quite a bit of damage.
Art, that's fine.
Looks like he wants to get engaged here. Great stuff from Zmart to shut down the Ash. That's your fragger off the board, and that's a lot of utility down as well. Very early pick as well, as there's still 2 minutes to go here. The Dokebi is going to be called out and reserved, and it's going to be given away here, but Lucci's the one who will fall, excuse me. Marco with a very nice headshot. He's made his way into small bake. Reserve going to assist his teammate in this closet area. Vandals still getting it up. Getting stopped currently. Nice headshot from Bones. And they're still holding it down. He'll get a second part himself. And he's just going to keep plowing this Montang. He's currently stuck in this bakery positioning. He knows if he's met with any other operator, and that's the operator who will be met with, Zmart will cut him out just promptly. And it's a 1 versus 4 for 5 right now. AK is in hand. It's a very strong gun, but it's not a lot to work with. He will find one, though. Just needs 3 more operators, and he's got plenty of time to work this clutch around.
I'm seeing at least 2 more pick. Never mind. Malire. The vision was lost.
I saw the vision, Damien, which is unfortunately...
Oh, the
Azami. Oh, very nice hole from the Azami there. MU will walk away with another round. Very good stuff from them.
Say both of these teams are 2-1. However, I will say Idaho, yes. Yeah, Idaho is the one that had a bye last week. But still, both teams are technically 2-1 this season. So, rather evenly matched. Assumably.
MU seems to have a pretty strong defense, walking away with the first 2 rounds in pretty dominant fashion. Vandals still need to tighten up their attacks. just a little bit. You know, they have gotten a little bit aggressive. They are losing operators very early on, and that cuts into a lot of manpower and utility being knocked off the board. We're going to set up second floor, pretty standard. We do seem to have some operators that are being thrown upstairs. Reserve also being in a critical position for the team. And Bones, utilizing the Banshees, is definitely going to hinder the mounting of Akino quite a bit.
All right. Working our way over. I'm hoping Akeno gets more backup on this last time. I felt like they were kind of fending for themselves and having to watch everyone drop around at different angles last
Sending
round.
the Monty on his own just to play Here I Am isn't really the best thing. Especially now with the shield changes, you definitely want to place an operator behind your shield. Reserve in a great position to deny this cigar entry, and I'm pretty certain that Vandals should be aware of Reserve's position, as the Kiba Barrier is having created quite a bit of damage, and here we go. They are set up to try and flush him out of cigar, which they will do promptly, as they've started to move in, but Toby has incurred quite a bit of damage there off a previous gunfight, and he'll hit another cap can, and Akino and Toby are not looking good. Reserve, there we go. Big impact grenade to take your shield operator off the board. Toby is going to trade off Z-Mart in return. Capcan's off the board, but not a lot of value lost there. What is being lost is time, and as the Dokebi calls ring, Vandals still need to figure out how they want to clear out this top floor, which it doesn't look like they'll do, as Reserve gets his second kill. And even more operators are going to be flawless. Shan, yet again, trades off his teammate with a hopeful time of clearing this top floor. Operator is snapping in. His teammate will try and drone him in, wondering if they can spot out Reserve. Reserve is in quite the critical position, and they don't know that Lucci's stuck in library, but he potatoes. That's going to let the Dokebi get away. They play correctly.
I'd say it's looking to be in the favor of Vandals this round, at least, so far.
They do have the top floor control, which they did need. They were able to flush Reserve out from this position, but it's unfortunate that it was weren't able to get him. The diffuser is in hand. They just have to keep working against this clock. As 40 seconds come down, you have your top control established. You just need to find these operators and flush them out. Utilizing the ram to break down the castle barricades, they should be able to sneak this in. Another Capcan gets hit, and that will down 5. Leaving it promptly. Hold on, Marquis will actually even it out, making it a 2-2 currently. But never mind, Reserve has rotated back upstairs with a hit triple kill. Great stuff from him. And a quad. He'll finish off the down of the Capcan, and he might get them all right here. And there you go! With a beautiful ace from Reserve. He'll hand over the defuse to his teammate, however. And that's just another MU round in the books. Well done from Reserve. That was amazing.
Absolutely.
That was incredible.
And yeah, I don't blame Lucci for fumbling shooting through the ceiling there. I definitely suffer trying to shoot up and down between those. So
I half the magazine in my case is usually hitting the bar instead of the operator. Nonetheless, it was pretty good could take from Vandals. They did get slammed though in the beginning. You know, you lost your shield player very early on, and you lost a lot of health on your other operators due to the Capcan trap. So they need to play a little bit more careful and a little more passive here. MU is going to go opt into back upstairs, bringing the Maestro yet again. However, no zombie setup this time around. They bring the castle on a pulse. That lurking from down below might be crucial, as that is the way Vandals actually got into the site last time. They did dedicate a lot of manpower into Cigar, so if they can shut down a red stairs or white push, that'll be critical for them.
Attackers objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
I like it anytime I get to see a Maestro in play. I think Maestro is one of the funniest characters.
I
So-
love Maestro, especially with his new elite.
I'm not the most caught up on all the elites. I only saw like the Aruni, the newest, when it was
Oh,
previewed
yeah.
on the server. I was like, that looks pretty normal, not too interesting, but
The
still.
Maestro elite is so silly. He rides in on a little moped and then he starts spraying his LMG
A
everywhere.
bomb has been located.
Nice.
I love that. When Maestro came out, I knew he was going to be a great operator. And even despite all the nerfs, despite all the reworks and all the changes, whatever, I still love Maestro. You cannot make me hate Maestro. Lucci has spotted out a couple of Vandals players utilizing the cardiac sensor. Vandals going for this cigar take yet again. I do not believe there are any operators directly playing inside a cigar, but they do have angles watching it.
They unfortunately couldn't hold it last time, so it's fair to just kind of let them have it that time because they still clear them out after.
Lucci's position has been given out, and they were sending the Montang of Akino after him, and he's kind of in a rough spot here. C4 is not going to connect. He's pitched from the window, but he narrowly escapes. Now he's left on a 1v1 with the Montang. He's going to get reinforced by his teammate, and he's shut down promptly.
Not sure how that's a headshot, but you know, that's the
That was a very silly-looking headshot. I agree. However, as we saw in round one, you know, we might not have gotten any contact off of MU from the roamer, but that's a lot of time off the board. We're now a little over a minute, and MU haven't really gotten anything done. I speak too soon as Bones loses his life rather swiftly. The Maestro Cam still digging into Vandals, pushing them back, denying their advance. 50 seconds to go. Not a lot of information, but that is soon to change. Never mind. MU are going to start to turn the tides as two operators are going to get taken off the board. Still have full control of these Maestro Cams. And I just absolutely love doing that as the play. Montag's going to keep getting poked. And the Brava has unfortunately failed to utilize her drone to take over these Maestro Cams. That's just good defense from MU, however. Zmart
Attackers have recovered their defuse.
swinging out, trying to deny any advance. And Vandals have just got to go as the time is dwindling down to 50 seconds. And that is...
They're slowly making their way in, but the angle are still being held way too nicely. Oh, that was a little scary. Hold on. He might still get for one.
Oh, wait, he's just going to run away. He doesn't have the diffuser.
Operators, you are
Wow. MU steal the round. That's unfortunate.
Memi's defense is clearly quite the formidable foe.
I absolutely agree.
And they're
They have
definitely playing it
good
safe,
numbers.
especially. Even then.
I agree. The MU defense hasn't even been that aggressive. Besides the one roamer that they send out, you know, they don't even get as much damage on the board either. They're just great at wasting time and
locate and defuse.
taking all this Vandal's attention away from the main objective. We'll head back downstairs. The Azami has returned. We have left the castle in favor of a Jaeger, which I am liking. It'll make life playing bakery a little easier, especially since you have the magnets and the ADSs. Well, I like this drone spot from Toby. I might get caught out, but you know, this is still critical info if you catch any roamers sitting up top, which way I don't think we have just yet.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb.
Vandal's looking to get control of top floor here with this attack, as they have brought in the Ram and the Buck, so hopefully they can establish a top floor control and play vert as much as they can and clear out whatever operators and util before they make their final advance.
You know, still on that Montaigne jail, but see what progress we can make this time.
Hopefully they just give him a teammate this time around. They will start to clear out this top floor. as per usual. And I do think Reserve was spotted out rather quickly. He's gonna fall. Oh no, excuse me, that's Zmart that gets spotted out.
I was gonna say it looked like they were falling back to play this safely, but Zmart decided, never mind, I'm going back and grabbing one before I go.
And he'll pick up Toby, and that's your soft breach here besides the Ram. So big pick from him.
Mm-hmm.
Good utility off the board. Vandals are now going to slow their approach since they have lost an operator now. The Dokebi phone calls will try to pick up information, and they know that an operator is still up there with him, but he gets away. Montang just wasn't in the correct position to catch out that player. So it looks like Reserve. I believe that was Reserve. Oh no, Reserve's on site. That could have been Cheese Code, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, he's going to get one his life, and I believe Montang knows that there is a player. Oh, wait. He thinks there's a player in this Harris Potter position, but the actual player is stuck in the coat check. But Vandals will begin their take upstairs. They are wasting quite a bit of time, though. They have to at least get one pick, minimum, if they want to get anything to happen. And there it is. That's Zmart off the board. That is your Legion to slow down the push, and that's off the board. That'll allow you to advance a little bit more. And you'll see that happen from Chan and Akano as they make their way through the bar area. You need to be wary that there's players in code check. I don't think...
I love this code check setup because one of them keeps checking cans while the other one is still holding it for them nicely. I like that teamwork.
Someone's going to get a kill here. Whether or not it's Vandals or MU is
However,
remains seen. And there it is. Lucci will take Chan off the board.
Well, Bones is still bleeding out on the floor elsewhere. Oh, and my Bones got up. Still, health low on MU side for the most part.
15 seconds to go.
Time is creeping.
Yeah, time is definitely dwindling.
Again, I'm not sure how these headshots happen,
but... A lot
but...
of trades are being blown right now.
Oh,
and the prompt time of the C4 is just not good enough. 5 is caught out. Oh, he'll deny him the kill, unfortunately. Despite that, they won't give him the kill, but they'll give him the round, and MU will walk away with 5 unanswered rounds. As we'll head back to second floor. MU is just...
I can tell this is really stressful for Vandals.
Vandals is just getting answered, on the roam clear, and the final few seconds. They're just getting pushed back rather quick. Now that was a pretty good trade of blows in the final 1 minute to go. The final 60 seconds were definitely hectic as all the operators started swarming towards the kitchen, and it was a back and forth. But ultimately, MU were able to walk away with it based off their early picks. So it was good for them. Good for them. Vandals, though, they really need to tighten up their roam clear as they lost that critical operator very early in the round.
Still some consistency going on with these agent picks. Everyone's clearly on what they're comfortable with. But I would say... I feel like Vandals has to make some sort of change if they really want at least one of these wins on this round, because adapting is important. You have the option.
Absolutely. And I don't even think it's the operators that are their main worry. It's
true, but
their takes that are my issue personally. They're putting a lot of manpower into Cigar, and they're just not gaining it the way they want to. They keep certainly losing their life. So if I'm Vandals, I'm probably should be opting in for a different take, even if I have to clear bottom to top if I want to get some progress done. But if I just keep losing operators and keep losing utility and time when I'm trying to clear this floor, I think I just might have to change it around. As I say that, though, Reserve is currently outside of the building picking up Toby. He will return back inside and be promptly met with his teammate of Zmart.
Regular, everyday Hitman Reserve.
It was unfortunate that we could see that, but all I'm picturing is the jump out to get that very nice little headshot. Marquee in an engagement. 5 is going to take out Cheese Curls. That's your castle off the board. So you do lose some manpower, and you lose a little bit of map control, but nonetheless, not too much has been lost here. Again, Toby removed off the board. That's your soft breacher and your entry cracker. Taking off just again, and Monty getting very aggressive there as Reserves gets a second kill.
They have been winning these slight 1v1s, but I know it's still very bold to be doing this. You do have a team. You don't need to be trying to take these ones by yourself as Monty all the time.
Plus, you had,
still good for 2.
Shoot. I can't believe it. That's his 3rd on the round.
It's a good for 3 actually. Yeah.
This man's turning out to be quite the demon. Currently 10-3. Excuse me, 11-3. That's a 4th for him. Give him a second ace on the map, maybe. Chan is trying to soften up the ego of MU just a little bit, but Reserved really wants it, and he's gonna get it. That's his 2nd ace on the map. Oh my goodness, just incredible stuff. And that gorgeous gold eagle.
I'm not entirely sure if the last time was an ace or not, because I don't remember it saying ace on the end screen there, but still, an ace nonetheless here, clearly, for certain.
I think it was round 3, round 4, something like that.
I know you said it was an ace, but I was like, it doesn't say ace, but I wasn't like, because I did turn my head ever so slightly for 2 kills. That happened instantly, so unfortunate. But all right. However, round side swap. We'll see how these teams do on these opposing approaches.
We'll have to see if Vandal has a more formidable defense than they do in offense. And MU are looking mighty confident as they're bringing the Amaru. Might be a rush play that they could be going for here. Vandals are set up to deal with that, however. The zombie setups and the Legion just have to hope to get enough wheel mines down and in key positions. But there is potential for a rush plant here. The grenades from Sledge, the Lion Scan, and the Grimhold, along with the Azami and the Gridlock. These operator picks really smell like a rush plant. But we'll just have to see what happens as, yep, Amaru has acquired the diffuser. Before they breach in, MU is going to gain what little intel that they can off of their drones. They don't want to use too much time here as they still want to stick with the element of surprise. Grim starting to move into position. So is Gridlock. And hopefully we will see what I believe we're going to see. Now, you do have operators on the 2nd floor, so you need to be wary of flanks when you get it. And here we go. The Grim scans and the Lion scans coming in. Cheese Curls going in and raining havoc on the bomb site. He'll get a double kill. And just as I said, the bomb is going down with still a full team of operators on board. Akino swiftly responding, and hopefully the C4 comes out, but it's too late, and the diffuser is already down. 4 versus 3 in a final round situation, and Toby's down from a long-range handle from Lucci, and the rest of the operators are going to swing in. Akino getting a nice little trade, trying to even the man count, and he'll take the man off the rappel. Pick up his teammate, make it a 2v2 situation. He knows that there's still operators off of this balcony area.
With this gunplay, why did they have Akino on Fontaine? I'm so confused.
I know, this man's can't be beat, but there he is, he's taken out, and Lucci gets a double kill to close out the round, and it's a flawless victory on map 1 for MU.
Let's say, I do assume, yeah, this has to be Muskingum's map pick anyways. Is it? No, hold on. No, they pick side here.
Oh, they picked side on map, okay.
So, an awkward case, but nonetheless, unless they did it weirdly, but still. I don't know. They always change the rules on me when I don't play, or even when I did play, so I won't fact check it completely.
Nonetheless, that was quite the game from MU, and now we're missing a player, it seems.
Let's see. My short-term memory does not allow me to remember already who just left.
Yes, we still have our
Cheese?
critical players that we saw. I think. Oh yes, Cheese. I believe we're missing. Cheese Curds is missing from that map, which he. That was a great round. I smelled I smelled the push plant. I knew it was coming. The operators were there. It's just, oh, I wish we could have seen it. But Cheese Curd swinging in for the double kill, and then all the utility from the Lion and the Grim, shutting down the defensive retake, and MU just played that attack beautifully. Aquino. I've just been notified that it's Aquino, not Aquino. My apologies. Thank you. Thank you, chat.
I wouldn't have assumed that, but
Yeah. Thank you to chat for letting me know. I apologize. I will correct my mistakes.
we'll do better. We promise.
Yes. I'm
All
still so low in the production. Either way,
you're doing just fine. Don't worry.
uh,
That's why I'm letting you take the lead here, especially because you like Siege for the most
Yeah.
part.
I don't want to also yap your ear off too. I want to be fair.
You are doing your job. Don't worry about it.
In any case, with the time we currently have right now, I want to break down just a little bit of what went down in that map one. MU were dominant. That's a no given. However, there was a pretty good amount of potential. Despite it being a 7-0 loss, Vandals definitely had the potential to win some of those rounds. If they just speed up their takes and they play a little more carefully, they can absolutely walk away with a map 2 and push this to map 3.
Absolutely.
There were certain decisions that I didn't agree with Vandals, and there were certain plays that also, as we saw in that final attack round from Vandals, that Montang play, I didn't agree with it. But it seems the Montang forcefully was taking too many gunfights, and he just didn't have the assistance that he needed to make it effective. So I don't know. From what I saw, Aquino should kind of just be put on the rifle, in my opinion, from what we saw in that Valkyrie round.
Even then, the way they were playing it, they could have just played Clash.
Yes, that too. I think the Clash
would also
slowed it
speed
down.
up the process even more. So
Absolutely.
It's an
and
option.
then with the other rounds, they just let MU take too much time away from them, in my personal opinion. They had one rotor for majority of the rounds, and they dedicated a lot of utility. But with that utility usage should come a swifter roam clear. And that just wasn't seen from the Vandal side. Reserve, Zmart, and I think Lucci for a couple of rounds. They were able to deny so much time and so much information with all the drones being shot and gotten rid of. MU were just denying a lot from Vandals, and if they could just tighten it up just a bit, I think we might have a game on our hands.
All right, we have been approved by Hummus that we are doing better than the last group. So
I appreciate it, Hummus.
I do know my 50 states. 50, yeah, 50.
You can't just confuse Ohio and Idaho.
I think that's brain rot taking over for most cases. So
That's so bad.
unfortunate.
That's very unfortunate. I am very sorry, Hummus, that you had to experience that with the last bit of production. But we are here to correct that, and we hope we're doing a good job.
Not sure what happened with the 2 Muskingum, but we'll continue to await for that resolution. Looks assumably we're heading for border. I love border. I think
the amount of border that I had to play when I was a player, it's just, oh my goodness. I think our very first match day, our very first play day, map 1 border, that went to an 8-6 round count, and it was I couldn't believe it. We even lost that play day too, which was the more upsetting part. But despite that, I loved my team. I love my campus. I as many grains of salt and as much criticism as I might have, I love Siege. I was there for the beginning. There's really nothing like it. I honestly, I'm a big COD fan too, and I cannot play Search and Destroy anymore now that I've been introduced to Siege.
I definitely. That's probably one reason why I did start playing Siege, because I loved playing Search and Destroy growing up on COD. But then COD became what it was, and I was like, yeah, this doesn't feel very. And then I saw how tactical, at least in theory, Siege is. How like, oh, I like this a lot more. That makes me feel smarter. So
Exactly.
here we are.
My play style, like I had a transition from console to PC just I think a year ago, a year or two ago. I had played PC, Xbox Siege the entire lifespan of the game, and then trying to out flick and outgun enemies just wasn't working for quite a bit. And that's what I love about Siege. You don't have to be great on a gun to be successful in this game. If you can outthink your opponent and you could just outplay and outmaneuver, that's the beauty of Siege. The fact that, unfortunately we have this play style from the youngins nowadays that I'm gonna play Ash, I'm gonna run into sight, I'm gonna get 5 kills. To me, that's not Siege, unfortunately. But what I loved was the introduction of the usage of pulse was just genius because plenty of games at the time had heartbeat sensors, but Pulse's heartbeat sensor, along with his nitro cell, was just the greatest combo at the time of the game's like birth, and I ran with that because despite me using my nitro cell in the previous engagement, I can still be effective in vertical control because if I spot you from below or above, it's over.
Mhm. Say in my case, I like Siege because cameras and drones. I love playing cameras, so you'll see me on very often Valkyrie, just chilling elsewhere.
Oh yeah, with that reminds me with the new like the bulletproof camera.
Hmm
I
Like,
love
I
using
can
it.
have so many cams everywhere.
Exactly. It's just like, and especially the new EMP blast that comes with it. I have like a makeshift mute. I don't know if you remember. You remember Oregon, right?
Hmm
So bottom floor Oregon, that blue tarp room. I
Right.
love playing Jaeger, putting my ADSs down, and then having a bulletproof cam setup, and just having a makeshift mute because if a drone comes in or some kind of utility decides to come in, zap, and then my teammate on the mirror window will just head peek it and destroy it. And it's
Right. Yeah.
just the perfect combo because you'll see a Twitch drone try and screw with the Jaegers or with the mirror window itself. It's just like, no, I'm going to EMP you now. Um, with that though, we don't have any confirmation from Emus just yet, so I think we are going to take a short break while we try and see what's going on. And then hopefully we'll be back rather swiftly, and we'll see how we go from there.
We're back.
We are back. I can't believe it. We're actually back, Damien. I didn't think this moment would come. Honestly, it was quite a while.
So
Despite
long.
the case, we're actually in map 2 now. It's kind of crazy. I can't believe it. We are going to Clubhouse.
Oh, I wanted border.
Border would have been fun, but I don't know. I love Clubhouse. And with that, we'll see a Habana band. Very interesting.
Say, just had some technical difficulties with a PC, so someone had to hop on one of their alt accounts on a separate PC. Yada yada yada. But it's good now.
They had to go to Micro Center, pick up a whole new PC.
Yeah, it was quite the ordeal.
It happens. It happens. You know, esports.
Blackbeard band once again.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, that's probably it. Aquino probably is a cracked Blackbeard.
I believe it. No,
But
I absolutely.
That's probably where the Montaigne light comes in. it's clicking.
Dude, he's just so oppressive if played correctly. Like my buddy and I, we go through standard matches, and I'll play Finca and just sit behind him while he pushes. Oh, we'll have our last round of bans though. Mira and Kaid off of the board.
Understandable.
Very good bans overall.
Yep.
Very good bans. It forces the bandit, and that leaves hatches up for grabs, which I completely understand. With the Habana being gone, getting rid of Kaid is also very influential as well. So we'll see how it comes to vertical play once we get to that foothold. And see what happens. Vandal's starting on defense this time, and MD will be attacking with some very nice operator picks, I agree. I like the smoke. The Fenrir left on the board, so that could be good. A lot of operators to slow down the advance of MU here. They do also have the Malusi, so the Banshees will also slow them down quite a bit. Doc, I mean, can you really go wrong with MP5 ACOG?
I don't know. I'm a simple person. I put just basically like the red dot sight on everyone.
Red dot? Are you mad?
Unless it can go as... Alright, I'll use whatever is the longest range I can use after they made that change. But...
Oh, yeah. They changed it again. So now it's just 1 and 2.5.
Oh, right. Yeah, they did do that. I think I've only played like one game since they did that, so that did not click, yeah.
It's Tom Clancy's silly siege at this point, honestly.
Absolutely.
With any case, though, MU have begun their attack, joining out the first floor, seeing where they want to go. I usually don't see a basement start, but I totally understand. Basement being a very strong bomb site to go to. The Armory Church pick. MU are taking their time, making sure they have all the angles snuffed out, and they want to make sure that no roamers can catch them off guard, which I don't believe Vandal have any, and wow, that's a lot of damage occurred from Aquino.
Emphasis on E. I'm aware that there was a drone literally right above them when they made that turn. Like, I feel like... I'm pretty sure there was a drone literally right above Aquino, and I don't think they saw it. Now the buzzing of these.
Yeah, the good old Dokebi call.
Alright.
They do know that all the operators are on the first floor, however, so Dokebi might not be that much influential. Still a great gun.
Maybe it's a fight, maybe it's not a drone. I'm doubting myself now. I need to turn around one more time for you to confirm. Oh, okay, not that, like, whatever. Oh, some damage on Vitamin.
They're getting fired on.
Cheese, still.
5 is also very hurt from a previous engagement, but it doesn't matter. He's Doc.
Chan taking heavy damage.
Oh my gosh, the amount of damage being distributed from MU right now. It's all just getting reinstated. And as I say that, there goes Doc. He used all the stim pistols though, so you know, not too much. Toby getting a headshot onto reserve. That's your Twitch. They did clear out majority of the utility, however, so not too much. The thing is, MU have to go though. They've only gotten one pick. They had cleared out a lot of stuff, and there's 30 seconds left. And that's three more. Yep, that's 2 more operators off the board. Left in a 2v4 with not a lot of time to go. You got rid of a lot of utility. You just have to make the execute, and Vandals are in a position to not allow that to happen.
Not finding the swings they're looking for.
They really aren't, and they'll
Swinging
trade
into
blows left
bullets
and right,
flying.
and Aquino will close it out, and we have a Vandals round.
Let's
upon
go.
us. I can't believe it. Good hold from Vandals. You know, they did exactly what MU had did on our last map. They really wasted a lot of time. There was just a lot of utility to get rid of, and while it was promptly dealt with from Reserve and Lucci, utilizing the Twitch drone and the Arcus cameras, it was
Attackers need to locate
you know, it was just too much to go through, and that cut into a lot of MU's time.
The bedroom
And,
gym we go.
It was just a good round.
These are high pings for the most part. Not the highest, but still like not the most comfortable I'd want to play on. But
We are
whoa, that looks weird.
mid. I don't know what you call that. What is it? Southern? I know that we're the Eastern League. I don't know what to call this region we're playing in.
Well, it's kind of hard to say because ECAC is technically East Coast, but we encompass all of.
Of course.
So we're everywhere now at this point. But we're not rebranding. It's okay.
You know what? I'm okay with that. I don't know if I could. I don't know if anything else besides ECAC, would flow well.
Again, I'm in New York, and I faced players in California, so.
Real. I love 200 ping matches.
I've had one awful story. One siege match of team had like real internet problems, which technically is already an issue that they had to resolve ahead of time, but as ruling goes. But they wanted us to play on Japanese servers because they said that'd be the most fair because they wanted to go for the rule of players have to play on like even ping, and I'm like, no, that's not really what that ruling means.
Oh gosh. Hopefully they can work through it on this ping. Mute jammers are working very well, denying this MU intel gathering. It doesn't seem... They have branched out. I have seen that as a normal play that I usually see. And Toby's going to take out Zmar. That's your Thermite off the board, and I don't think they got the... Well, I heard a pan opener, as I like to call them, the hard reach charges.
Explosions are made, but probably not the ones that they need from there.
Absolutely. I think Thermite did get open the CC wall, so they have that, and they have flushed the players out of cash rooms. So that's good map control, but you have lost a pretty critical gun and operator. And
Oh.
wow.
Do they trade each other?
I believe that's what happened. Both operators fell rather rapidly right there, and Reserve's going to trade it off.
Okay, so sadly, the kill feed doesn't like keep as a feed. It just kind of keeps the one notification up at a time.
I'm not sure why that's happening. It usually is supposed to display.
I think Observer is just not nice to.
Wrong. Ubisoft bullying ECAC staff? Question mark.
More likely than you think. Either way, evened up here. Relatively same health. Just kidding. Bones is dropped by Chan.
That was a great pick.
I didn't like to request Japanese, so please don't. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter to me anymore, but...
30 seconds left. How our operators are going to continue to play this out. They're currently stuck via a zombie barricade.
Lineman trying to retrieve this, but watched it like...
Oh, no.
Oh, wait.
Wait, he didn't see his feet. Oh, no. Oh,
Ooh.
the swing, and Marquis gonna close it out. Vitamin C just, he couldn't land the shot. Great double from Marcy. Marcy, sorry.
Lots of crouch gameplay there.
Oh, yeah.
Could be the signs
Marquee.
of,
I don't know where I got C from. I'm sorry.
could be the sign of a controller player. I know my players were heavy controller players and loved their drop shots significantly.
Wait, we're allowed to play in controller?
Yeah.
What?
If you can connect a controller to seed, you are able to use.
I've been lied to by Captain. Why?
Oh, I mean that might be their preference. That might be them like saying no, you have no, yeah, you definitely were allowed to. Most of my players were. I'm sorry you had to find out this way.
I've gotten even more kills during my season. I'm so upset. Anyway, that's in the past now. I'm better at yapping it anyway.
It's okay. I started Siege on controller, which people made fun of me for, so that's when I actually started using my mouse.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh my
But not
God.
when I
the
play at school. At
the
least.
other PC introduction I got was aspect ratios, dude. Like, oh my
Attackers
God.
must locate and
Learning how to play 4-3 after playing 16:9 my entire life.
Nah, I wouldn't downgrade myself like that. I'm just playing like, all right.
located by attackers.
I mean, if the game runs fine, that's a different story. But
Well, no, the stretch res is actually like a tactical kind of advantage because the player models get a little like widened.
right,
So it's like easy, technically quote unquote easier in gunfights, but
yeah.
in
I don't-
any case,
I don't care too much enough to do that. Oh, what is that slightest of a zombie is so funny.
Five's getting some good bandit tricking done. Actually, never mind.
Mark getting one, but traded out.
Yeah, how did he kind of just walked in? I couldn't believe that.
Yeah.
Exchange of blows. You know, we
Be bold.
two operators that have already served their purpose off the board. I I think Toby's location just got revealed off of that magnet throw.
So they're definitely aware. Cheese is aware of this. I'm gonna say the C in vitamin C stands for cheese right now, just to make the consistency.
That's pretty good. Hold on.
We're gonna just keep that consistency for the names. So.
That's pretty
Oh, an
good.
encounter
MU
to be
making their
made.
way through construction. Reserve getting very hurt. He's gonna rotate back downstairs. He might be able to get something done while he's down here. Five, however, getting his kills.
Ooh.
Almost gets a third. Lucci's traded off. Chan, his double kill, and now it's 1v3. There is still plenty of time. Not a lot of health or utility, or info for that matter. And I think Reserve will just have to play the good old swinger be swung game if he wants to win this round. Spotted
Position is
off.
compromised.
What he wants to do here is the question.
Every window
day.
being held. It's like, all right, this one looks safe enough.
They can't be at every window, right?
They only have so many people. Trying to disorient them as much as possible, but
I think
default
they-
cams are still up.
He has been his way into Logi to get the construction angle, though.
Only have to watch this one door though, coming from this way.
The
However,
castle
oh,
barricade
no, it is a wall.
is-
oh, okay.
And that's wow. I think his tootsies were exposed on that one. Yep.
A zombie.
What an angle.
Goals.
Very nice stuff. Great job, Vandals. Great job, Vandals. That's wow. That was only round 3. Hold on. Why do I feel like we've been here forever?
Yeah.
I feel
But-
like-
We are progressing in the opposite way from the first round.
This looks yeah. This is looking a little flipped. A bit confused.
Attackers need to locate.
As I said, these teams are evenly matched
Clearly.
on not their map picks.
Yeah, wait a minute. Now that you say that. Oh boy. Well, MU, it's just minor mistakes that I think if they correct, you know, they should be able to get at least
Oryx.
one round this half. Works?
Works.
What? This could be awesome.
10 seconds left
Potential.
before.
Ubisoft loves Oryx. They'll see Oryx has one of the highest pick and play rates and then buff him.
Attackers must locate.
I said pick and play rate, I meant pick and win rate. because that was redundant. But yeah,
That's just like because of all the shields you had to deal with. And even then, I propose a change for Oryx that during his dash, he should be able to move slightly left and right. Not full control, but if he can turn ever so slightly, I think that would be a good QOL change.
yeah, but I don't see. Sadly, I don't see that happening.
Nope, nope, not at all. CJX is maybe not going to do anything. I hope I'm wrong. I pray I'm wrong. Oh my goodness.
What happened to Cheese Curl ass chat? Yeah, they just subbed out.
Cheese Girl has been subbed for vitamin C. Like vitamin cheese. I could go for vitamin cheese. That would be good right now. Minute gone. Not a lot of map control established here. You still have a lot of roamers, actually. My goodness. Oh. Am I looking at... I might be looking at the wrong color.
No.
Hold on.
No, we're in the basement. Most of them are in the basement. We're chilling.
Yeah,
it's
see that now.
just the Oryx. Roman. First call.
Dokubi calls coming out.
No one's gonna find Oryx off that, I don't think.
I don't know. It looks like reserves might have an idea.
They're looking the general direction, but I feel like they shouldn't be that close. Hear that?
Everyone else is gonna. Ooh, excuse
Lucci
me.
get for one. Oh, maybe that was on Toby. Maybe Lucci was close enough. Maybe I'm wrong.
I knew
A bomb has
it.
been located.
You got me.
The four seven. Oh, yeah, that's the I don't know why the 417. They don't even have 417. That's why it's the 417 because reserve has it. 60 seconds left. Akino dropping Z-Mart. That's the other Dokubi call rendered unavailable now. Forgetting to pay the phone bill before your match is definitely a issue. And reserve is in utility city right now. He's got vibe alarms going off. He's got the banshee going off, and the main stair might not be the best play as the smoke grenades from Akino come out, and the bees of Grim. Oh, wow, he's actually making that shot from there. That's great stuff. Chan is dug in now. Not a lot of time for MU. 15 seconds, and reserve is
still outside the building. Yeah, Akino finds Lucci. They're getting in there gradually, but only 10 seconds. Lots of blinds. Kind of going.
Yeah, Ying has to kind of go off of this blind. They are starting to plant. Vitamin C gets a headshot. This plant looking like it will go down. Is
the
more
plant down. However.
Yeah, more
yeah. Wait, what?
Okay.
Wait, what?
And you won the round. That was if my eyes didn't deceive me, what happened there was the plant was going down, and then operators just started dying. From what I can tell,
I think my brain just didn't register how many people were on each side, maybe because I thought it was the other way around with 3-on-1.
No, it was 3-on-3.
At one point, it was, yeah.
Swiftly became 3-on-1. With that, who is Rogue Spear?
That'd be the attacking. Because shield is the defense.
Okay. Okay, MU have taken it.
Oh, never mind. They did. Well, no. Normally it would be, but actually it was the other way around because they didn't switch the names. Yep.
Wait.
Me and our observer are liars, but it's okay.
Okay, so that was a defensive timeout.
Yes.
Which I don't know if that was the move. I mean, you only lose one round. I don't know if you want to cut momentum that early, but, you know, you do what you got to do. Maybe somebody had to tinkle really quick. I don't know.
Pretty quick one, but
if
regardless, not our place to judge.
If you need a minute to tinkle, well, I don't know how far people's path is, but never mind.
Yeah, I don't.
Anyway,
but Flores, I love Flores.
Still downstairs. Oh, Flores pick. Yes. When Flores came out and the empanada charm, it was so adorable. The little empanada with the rose tinted glasses. Great charm.
Yeah. I think I actually do have that.
Pulse being played, Fenrir being played. We didn't see a Fenrir last round. We saw the Doc, I believe it was. 5 also sticking to Pulse on the roam clear. Could be, excuse me, could be pretty good in the intel gathering department. I do really like this Flores because even though the Twitch drone does do a pretty good job of getting rid of this utility, I just think the Flores drones are a lot more dangerous. Those Riteros can clear so much in the one use. So hoping to get... Oh, 5 does spot someone, and I don't quite think they have the angle. Almost gets this operator.
They want this, but
they really do. They know that they're kind of just
I'm pretty sure
idly
they're
sitting
outside
there.
the building, so I don't.
Oh, this position is given away, and MU are continuing their roam clear up top. All the operators of Vandals still just kind of turtling in this basement bomb site.
Very noisy, despite a lack of actual action going on.
Right, these ram drones can make quite a bit of havoc on your ears. Sometimes you don't even use the ram drone for the ram drone. You just throw it and and try and sound mask. Oh, this could be dangerous if they know that that player is idle. Actually, there's a nitro cell on the board, and I believe it's 5. I do think Toby used his nitro cell.
I mean, he was in there now. Vandal, full weather wear, trying to match it now.
A lot of Candelas being brought out. The kitchen hatch is going to come down, which is a good sign. Time is still
swarm around, huddle together.
Zimar is still making his clear of the utility, utilizing those Rotero drones. There is still a couple things left on the board, however. Oh, very nice play. I love doing that. You idle the Rotero drone to make them think they're still on it, and then you swing with it. Very nice play. From Zimar. Even though he gets punished for it, he did get a nice pick, and he established a crucial position there. 20 seconds left for him.
Toby finds another.
Toby is getting another. I do think Vandals are aware of the
My eyes. Ow.
Oh, you get used to that if you play this game long enough.
I play
Reserve left in a
Valorant, trust me.
1v3. Oh, yeah. The colors in Valorant are just a bit much.
I have 6
But Vandals are
different
gonna
colored
walk
blinds being
away
thrown
with
at me
the
at
round.
once.
Great job, Vandals. Wonderful job. I will always love that clip of like the VCT match and like someone reacting to it, and it was like, this guy sees blue, this guy sees yellow, Nessus E all over the site. What a mess. What a mess of a game that Riot Games just does. Just like, how do we add every CC and every color into our video game?
They love their colors. The thing about Riot is they like to encourage clarity. So that's why everything is different colors, so you know exactly what you're getting hit with. That's why they always update the map on League as well.
You try and distinguish a Breach and Phoenix Flash, and you tell me which is which.
I can tell by audio and other factors.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I guess.
Anyways, focusing on this game, however.
Castle being brought out and the zombie being brought out.
I didn't drop anything.
They did. I think you did. You did. I feel like Damien. Tell the truth. I like the Zofia pick. That very nice.
It's lawn angle.
That was almost very dangerous. Reserve nearly getting away with the kill there.
We haven't seen a lot of early. We haven't really seen the most early of picks. At most, I think we saw was the one run out the one time.
I think the whole spawn peak rule is when it kind of turns off these early picks, which I totally understand. I don't want to die in the first 5 seconds anyway.
Oh, wait, what's the spawn peak rule? What happened?
Isn't there? Didn't I read something? It was like the first 15 seconds you can't spawn peek, something like that.
Is that thing?
I'm pretty sure I read that rule book pretty thoroughly.
That makes so much sense considering how much my players would abuse it, to the point where they were getting called out for cheating because of how well they just know, like they play the game way too much to like alright, common angles, you know. But if that's the case, yeah, that's fair. Anyways, Reserve finding Chan, and then Bones finding Aquino.
Very good picks. A couple of guns off the board, but utility is already used.
Awkward.
Another great kill from Bones. That was quite the swing from 5 there.
Marky does find Vitamin. You ready for this? Oh, but they have favor the shooter, not in their favor for Marky.
Big flash. Oh, great kill from Z-Martin. He might actually be able to push down. They have full site control, so MU
And they know
should
Marky's
be able
low
to
on
get
these,
this
was on these stairs.
Diffuser's going down, being planted, and now it's going to force this retake scenario. Marky's all the way in CC, and he gets spotted by Reserve, and it'll be an MU round. Ooh, very great shot. Very good shot. Now we'll have our side swap. Side swap, excuse me.
Side switched.
Side
Scopos.
yeah, I combined switch. You forget English sometimes as
It's
a
true.
caster. It's very silly. I combined swap and switch. I got swatch or whatever I said.
In
In
my
any
line
case.
of work, I forget the alphabet and numbers. So
Yeah. We love that energy.
Scopos I don't see played very much.
I
So
know, and I'm actually very excited. Hold on. The Scopos pick could be great for the roam game. A lot of Vandals have 6-picked their entire roster. Their entire starting lineup has just been changed.
maybe they just weren't expecting the basement at all.
Nonetheless, we've thrown Aquino back on Montang. We'll see how he does. Maybe he gets a teammate. Maybe he'll get some assistance. We'll just have to see now. The distribution of kills is rather interesting. Toby's sitting on 9 and 3 currently. The rest of his team hasn't seen above 5, but still great influential picks. Reserve also putting in a lot of good work for his team. And we'll see how it goes on the defensive half, as Vandals are going to do their top floor control.
Lucy lurking around elsewhere.
It seems they're being a lot quicker about this, which I do like, as they change it from last round.
She compromising their position. Yeah, now they're in a spot of danger with being run down by the rest of the team.
Very unfortunate. Lucci will lose his life rather early. Not a lot of time wasted. That didn't take as long as they would in their other roam clears. So great job on Vandals. And that's a lot of map control being established. You do have a player in Strip, it looks like. You have to be wary of that when you decide to go for your execute.
Gradually grouping up and making their way down the stairs soon.
Matches are going to be dealt with rather easily.
Argus Cam is initiated and immediately
Oh, the
finds
Scopos.
Toby elsewhere.
Wait, I was about to say, the Scopos got a kill. Oh, that's the player that's in Strip right now. This is actually really good. He could honestly get away if he wants to, and that's exactly what he'll do. He'll leave behind Colossus and switch to Talos. That's just great usage of the the playmaking potential with Scopos is just incredible. I wonder whether or not Vandals have actually dealt with these Scopos Stra. Never mind, they're back on the prowl for their revenge, and Zmart also collecting his second kill of the round.
I think they were just It seemed like they were unable to find Zmart, despite that whole scoping of the floor. And now
Vandals
they finally
need to start
returned to the
moving.
team.
30 seconds left. Grim scan. Kawan Hives going out, detecting their targets. They are aware they're starting to make this push, and a lot of Candelas are being thrown, but it's being denied by the Goyo fire. So that's 3 Candelas. Probably puts a waste there, as the rest of Vandals don't know what to do with this push.
The utility being thrown around, zombie walls with fire and bees and grenades, and it's very chaotic for Vandals to try to get out of this room right now.
Mess of utility. They're stuck in Moto, and that's honestly just how the cookie's gonna crumble. If I'm gonna be honest. So great hold from MU.
I knew it. It's him, Damien. Yes. Hello, loyal fan.
Oh, the util game from MU that round was crazy. They just could not leave Moto.
It's funny to watch, honestly.
Oh yeah, Goyo fire, Asami Keepa barriers, impact grenades. That was so unfortunate for the Ying that last round. Just like, I'm gonna throw all my Candelas and then push, and then nope, there's Goyo fire now.
Starting to even out the score difference of rounds. Overall scores, kind of similar, mirrored across the game.
MU is showing that they still have some spine left in these rounds, which is always nice to see from the teams. I like a close game. You know, blowouts, while they can be interesting, it's just too short, and it's not what the fans want to see. You know what I mean?
It's not what I want to see either, because it makes casting very awkward.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, all these kills happened, and now we don't know what to talk about.
Things happened, and yeah, that was brutal. Anyways, though,
Making their way through Garage, Aquino is moving up the rafters areas, clearing out CC.
at its heart, Seed is always a defense-sided game, so...
Oh yeah. See, it was one point where it was just, oh, this map is attacker-sided, oh, this map's defender-sided. No, everything's defender-sided until you use the right operators.
Old Ash with outrunning your hitbox.
Oh my gosh, no, don't remind me of those days.
Brutal.
Great pick of MU.
Speaking of Ash, Reserve finding the pick on Marky's Ash.
Release Lion, day 1 Lion. Oh my god.
Luckily, I was not around for that, but I've heard the stories.
Oh yeah, just wall hacks for 6 seconds.
It's like, is that wall open? It looks a little weird, but I think it somehow...
I don't know if it's vaultable. Wow, Aquino is just kind of demolished by Bones. And Bones wants more out of this engagement, despite that he's already done a pretty good job of holding down this lodging position.
Lucci's sneaking around behind them and does find the pick on Chan.
Great sandwich. He might get a wallbang here. Oh my goodness.
Flawless round.
Great flank from Lucci, and you're absolutely right. MU will collect a flawless round to even out the round count, making it 4-4 now.
Sneaky breaky.
That was actually great. I didn't catch on to that. I was like, whose site is that? And then you said it.
Speaking of site, we're heading right back to the cache CC.
All right. See if we can see that bandit trick come out from Bones.
We're mostly getting it down the first time. It seemed like.
Good display of points, good display of kills across the board. Couple of assists. You know what bothers me? There are so many assist actions in Siege that are influential to actually getting picks that just don't count as assists.
I agree. There's always, as I say, we have our technical assists.
It's like
Assisting in my heart.
I don't care that you did a little bit of damage and then somebody else got a kill. Or like I scanned him, or I yokai droned him, or I spotted him with my utility, or I flashed him. Those are all worthy assists that the game, recognizes, just not on the scoreboard. And it's weird.
Sometimes I like to just put doors up at random locations to pad the points.
5 points per barricade. That's how you steal MVPs, baby.
Exactly. It's like, all right, it all adds up.
That's how you get your elite animation when you really want it.
That's how I, who normally doesn't play for kills to enable other people, will still be on top of everyone. Oh, Zmar finding a C4 kill on Marky.
Huge Nitro Cell pick. That's a very key pick, too. Nomad's off the board.
However,
and Akino will follow suit with a down. He is traded by Chan. They might be able to get Akino up, but they're still taking fire. Chan in a little bit of a gunfight with Bones, I believe. Bones is not looking good. I'll have to fall back rather well. Vitamin C also not in the greatest bit of health right now. That 5.56 hurts like a freight train. Akino will be picked up, and now it's a 4 versus 4 with not a lot of health across the MU squad.
They really don't want to try to think about this garage push with this zombie setup. I don't blame them.
It's like pushing a Cypher setup. You just don't want to deal with it at all. And with that, 5 gets a double kill, and the rest of MU is starting to fall, leaving it all up to reserve. Now that they have full control of Khan and potentially Cash, there's just plenty of bullets flying, and 5 will get 3, and he'll close up the round for a Vandals win. Yeah, I think Fenrir kind of slipped right there. That's really what killed him.
The bullets, not so much.
Oh, no. It just, they tickled him. What actually happened was he slipped and fell.
Say they tickled so much he laughed and fell.
And then he wasn't wearing his life alert, so nobody came to his rescue.
Then his entire team was gone. Life alert or not, there was no one there to help.
There is just nobody left on the map that is willing to offer assistance. Very close-knitted game here. Nobody's really running away with it. We did have a bit of a round streak from both teams, but now it's just being answered back with a back and forth.
Zmart pulling out the Scopos again. More Goyo action to pull on the pushes. Considering that they're still... The Goyo's funny because he denies both the fast pushes and like the very late pushes, because if he keeps them from being fast, but at the same time, if you're down to the wire and have to get in, you've lost, because now there's fire everywhere and you can't get in at all. So
exactly. It's 15 seconds of fire that really hurts too. You can't just run through it, because if you do run through it, there's an operator promptly on the other side of that fire. We are seeing the Deimos pick out of Chan, which I'm very hopeful for.
They are, considering they know Zmart is playing up reserve, taking half damage from something.
I think the Twitch drone hit the Goyo and he burned a bit.
I was hoping that'd be the case. I was hoping to see that happen.
Great stuff from Toby to try and clear out all the utility of the enemy squad. MU will continue, Vandal will continue their run clear. Utilize the Deimos as much as they can. We can't see what operators have been scanned, but I do believe they are aware of the Scopos that's on the board, and they're shifting their focus rather quickly. I don't know where they're going now.
Team is found the new target.
They know that he's up there. Reserve's still getting fights for himself. And he's just gonna run away. Oh my gosh, they couldn't get to him in time. Zmart actually escapes with his life. They do lose the other character. They do lose the other I believe that was Colossus. They lose the Colossus drone, which doesn't. It's not too much. Lucci will lose his life. So now it's a 4 and 4. I don't know. I think he tried to help Zmart, but I just don't think he did it in time. A lot of time off the board, a lot of health off the board. Zmart's now off the board. And the Demo scans are coming out. Azami reserve is being targeted. Doesn't really matter. He's going to take out Toby anyway. Well, no, excuse me. Toby takes out reserve. That was a good use.
There. It's Wayne.
Don't know what we're doing here. Bones is left in a rough spot. Gets away with one. Vitamin C all by himself now, and Chan will deal with him rather promptly. It's another Vandals round.
Nice.
Very good stuff. Very good stuff. I like the Deimos pick. I really do. It solidified them. You had to fight. I know Deimos is branded as a 1v1 type character. However, he's really influential if you just utilize him as a team setting.
If you communicate with your team, wonders happen in team-based games.
It really, right? Who thought that pressing the push to talk button, or at the very least the chat button, and saying influential things, it actually gets you places.
And that's how it's gotten Vandals to their match point for this game. Map 2. Map.
It's
Map 2 match point.
It's like, contrary to popular belief, the in-game chat system is not there for you to whine and complain. It's there for you to communicate with your team. Communication.
And sing songs together and build morale.
Real! That's so real.
Have fun, guys.
What's also real is the potential of Vandals to walk away with map 2, as we are on match point. We'll see how their attack goes, whether or not MU can hold Gem Bed as effective as they have in the past. I must say, if Akino can slow down the ADS aggression in some points, I think it would benefit him tremendously.
They're prepared for these flanks again this time.
Yeah, that it's not what we want to happen again. The Nomad being brought is definitely good stuff. Akino.
I mean, you bring the fight to them early. Oh, that's awkward. That's really awkward.
I don't think he fits. Now he definitely fits. Either way, they're gonna lock him in there. Incurred a little bit of damage. Marquis incurring a lot of damage. More grenades flying out. I honestly thought that was a good line. That was just debris.
Maybe it was Lucci. Either way, heavy damage already occurring on the Vandals as they're trying to make their way in there. Reserve does go down though. Trade of Chan hurting.
Marquis getting eliminated as well. Lucci making sure that happens rather quickly. They are going to be able to pick up Chan, so they still have an operator on the board, just not with a lot of health. The same can go for Vitamin C, as he's also not in the healthiest of conditions, but he's still in a key position. Z-Mark getting behind, and that's just that. You hate to see it. That's a very bad team kill from Chan. That's your Monsing off the board, and I don't think this will be the final round as Lucci gets another. And it's a 1 versus 4. Minute left to go. Diffuser is down in con.
I don't know how aware they are of the diffuser's location. If they assumed it was on the Monty, then they should know. But like traditionally, they don't know that it's down because of the team kill.
Yeah, that's not great. 5 is gonna have to play Swinging Beast 1 game, and that just won't happen because the Soto canister is going to detect him if he decides to walk through Jacuzzi. And everybody on MU is holding their angles. Oh yeah, they're holding all the angles.
Oh no! Okay, they got it. The barrel of the guns peeked out ever so barely before them, so I was worried about that not going the way it wanted to, but they did find the kill regardless.
His shoulder, I can't believe that. Very great stuff from MU. Staying alive. If we can, if we can get to overtime, that could be influential. I don't think regulation matches don't have infinite overtime, correct? I do not think we do. I think the most it'll go is to 8. In any case, MU is going to take their timeout.
Coach Hummus in awe of their players.
I can't believe they did that. Yeah, the shooting the Monty in the back was not a good sight.
It happens. Just for me, when I played with my friends, it happened more than it should have because they only wanted to play because there was friendly fire.
Hey guys, is there friendly fire in this game? I don't know. Let me check.
I'll be just on my drone, scoping it out for them, and they have the pistol to the back of my head the entire time.
So you find anyone? Huh? You find anyone? You better have found somebody.
Locate and defuse bombs.
Where are we? The basement?
Back to the
That's
basement.
That's a pretty cool site. No Goyo this time.
Yeah, we've opted out of the Goyo for a cap can. We also don't have a Scopos this time. Lucci did bring the goo mines of Legion, and we still have the smoke from Vitamin C.
Can't go wrong with grabbing some trap ops. It's always a safe safety net sort of thing. Like when all else fails, just keep them out as best we can with several harmful things.
And if Reserve can keep holding his position with these Kiba Bears like he's been doing, then you know, great things are going to come out of the MU defense.
Swapping out a Goyo for the cap can, however, I do want to say they have to be a lot more attentive still for the Twitch drones then, because same difference in all honesty. To a certain degree, obviously less oppressive for the defenders to not play around the Goyos because now they're not going to be lit on fire themselves, but still, you still want the value of the cap cans there. Although getting rid of the Twitch drones, I don't know. It can go, there's so many different directions because you're sacrificing the Twitch drone shots to shoot the cap cans as opposed to something else. Words.
But thankfully, with MU's lineup, there isn't too much to shoot. So if Toby does his job effectively, Vandals shouldn't have to worry about clearing any doorways because just the fear of there being a cap can on the board makes you look at your feet. And if you don't look at your feet, you might be at the spectating screen.
Attackers drop the diffuser. Attackers
Okay, Reserve grabs first pick at the trade of Marky getting it, but Akino going down early slows down this pushing power.
Finishing the rest of their clear. They're starting to breach out the hatches, as they should. They're still holding it down rather well. Minute 30, a little under a minute 30 left. Go.
Pre-firing all of this. Is he taking heavy damage? From above, getting spotted out. Probably from Shan. Yep.
It does detect it just a bit. It doesn't have the proper angle to deal with him, I think.
Somehow. 5 was farther back than they were. That's a really weird angle to find that pick. But it is what it is.
That's a big pick. That's the Warden.
Yeah.
And they do have the smokes to help utilize with a push. They just need the time. They have the man count. They have the information. They just need to execute. A little over 30 to go. Vandals need to start moving now, and Lucci. Wow, that was a far shot.
They've been trying to find the culprit.
Five does get taken out upstairs, and so does Chan. Leaving it in it's a 1v2 now. 5 is still down upstairs. It's all up to Marquis, which is currently, and he's down. Wait, oh, they ran out of time. I think they ran out of time, or he died.
No, that definitely didn't die. I'm not sure how the time ran out. I don't know. Maybe the timer, just the audio because it felt like normally the audio is a lot more
Yeah.
intense. But either way, yep. We are now evened up.
We're
good showing
going
from
to
both teams.
overtime!
Time is over. Just kidding. If only that's what it meant.
Attackers need to locate.
Contrary to popular belief, when over is time, time is not over. Wow. English. Reserve and Z-Mart, fragging out nicely, inversely, Toby for their team. But overall, the scores are, again, rather evened up. It's not like a complete carry out from one player to another.
Absolutely.
Everyone's doing their part.
And even so, the usage of utility and the teamwork is also very good. It's not displayed on the scoreboard that much, but
5 seconds to insertion.
you know it's there.
I do agree the pain of the ad breaks
Locate and defuse
during the
the
matches is very awkward, but
Oh,
not in
yeah,
our control.
That was so unfortunate because I have this stream pulled up too, and that was such a poorly timed ad.
And sadly, not what we have control over on our side whatsoever.
Darn you, Twitch.
All right. Z-Mart already picked off by 5.
Oh my goodness. That is your tuber out off the board.
Oh, we are just in there.
Aquino wants his pick. He does need to be careful because there's more than one operator looking towards him. Reserve while trying to press him back as much as he can. Sophia on the highway.
Looking on these angles best he can, but can't find anything yet.
Very slight pixels. Do have the Argus cameras coming through. Try and gather some intel and there's a little bit of Uto. Other than that, they're holding it down. We'll have the breach from Conwall. They know of Bone's position and they want to flush him out as much as they can. 5 might be able to aid in this, but Bones has fallen back into secret.
Ooh, stressful. Because
It's going to be a well-witted overtime.
really trying to find Bones here. This is awkward.
He's holding his position. He's standing his ground. I don't know if he's going to get any assistance. Oh wait, Bones is able to fall back, so that's good. Can unfortunately the smoke grenades are coming out, so we're just gonna push Aquino further back. And still 60 seconds left. Ooh, the audio sounds crunchy.
And that was getting a little funky. I think the game can't handle
All this
explosive
hype.
gameplay.
All this hype that's going on right now. Vitamin T gets a kill on the 5, making it 3v3. Toby answering back rather quickly.
Starting to even out these numbers. You know, trying to get in there, but can't just yet.
Bones still in a critical position, and he's been spotted out, and he's getting util dumped, and he's getting fragged. And Toby will collect the last kill of the round. Good stuff from Vandals. Very good stuff. Very good clear.
In that overtime match point now.
Now
I think
we'll
the
see.
audio is
Hold it.
settled. It's starting to sound like maybe. Is recovered. Yeah, I think it's alright. It was a little brutal for a bit.
If Vandals can prove that they can hold this downstairs position, they will take map 2, and we will go to map 3. Which, if it happens, I'm excited. I'm excited. These teams, after a very, hurtful map 1, I'm glad to see how close this map 2 has actually gotten. Now it's up to Vandals to prove whether or not they can close it out. MU swapping up their lineup ever so slightly, bringing the Doka, the Twitch, and the Ram drone.
Attackers must locate and defuse
It'll be a tough fight. What could potentially be the final round.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb. However, that's not entirely true. They can just kill everyone.
Potentially. It does help, though, if you look at it.
Gives you a general idea where you should be looking.
Right.
Oh,
the timing! The timing! No, Aquino.
Yep.
He's gonna fall back. He doesn't want to deal with that. They know of his position. And Lucci will continue to clear out the top. Excuse me, the first floor. Okay.
Well, since you're getting to watch it twice, Thomas, that means it's twice as stressful, unfortunately. It's like, damn, I get to watch that again. Anyways, something happened to Vitamin while I looked at chat for that split second. What happened?
Honestly, I'm not too sure. He died off screen, if I'm not mistaken. The Dokkaebi calls did come out, and I don't think they've given away anyone's position just
I'll assume it was
yet.
5 because they were healing themselves, so.
Yeah, 5 did incur a little bit of damage, and they're still on this roam game.
Or I can just wait for the delay on the stream to catch up. I'll make my comment a little late.
Let's see what happened. Despite that, we still have some Vandals players. Now they have substantial roam control off of their previous defenses, which they could get answered back if somebody is in Janning Closet right now. And yep, there we go. Aquino will respond rather quickly, taking Lucci's life and taking the Grim utility off the board. He did have managed to open Janny Hash. Other than that, not a lot of stuff. Second Dokkaebi call will come out. And these operators, they don't have too much of a core location on them, but
Okay.
Aquino will get one and get traded off rather quickly.
So yes,
Reserve and
it was 5 earlier that found Vitamin. It was just chilling on the stairs and crept up and found it in the bar.
Oh, gotcha. With that, though, MU is running out of time, and a little bit of potato aim from Bones. Toby will be there to assist, however, and drop reserve. It's all up to Bones, and it's looking like Vandals could walk away with this. As there's only 30 seconds, diffuser in hand, no info to go. You just need to go, man. See what you can clean up right now.
It's beast mode time.
All the Vandals players trained on their angles. Still walking through. He'll walk down blue and get shut down by Chan.
That is map 2 to the
That
Idaho
will
Vandals.
close out map 2. Very, very great stuff.
We're now heading towards the map 3.
I'm excited. I can't believe it. That was quite the overtime. Vandals showing that they still have control and they are willing to turn this around. 1-1 map count. We'll see what happens in map 3.
I wonder what map 3 will be.
That's a good question. It could be either Consulate or I think, I don't know. It could be Border. I'm not sure which is the map 3 just yet. Oh, but what a game. What a
I
back
bet
and
it's
forth.
Skyscraper.
Oh, boy.
Jesus left the squad. What?
Okay, you saw that too. Okay.
Was Jesus here?
Apparently. Oh my. Well, as we get the players sorted out, I do want to talk a little bit on that map. A lot closer this time. Vandals tightened up all the things that they needed to that match. It did come to some close calls during certain rounds, but the blows back and forth. You had the great control from Aquino and 5, both doing really well. Reserve and Zmart were playing out of their mind. And we're just going to have to see how they continue into map 3. So while we figure out the map and where we figure out where our other player went, we're going to take a short break and we will be back with you very shortly. for our final map of the day, going to Nighthaven Labs. It's been quite the crazy match day today, Damien, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. And topping it off with Nighthaven, well, the more merrier.
Nighthaven definitely going to be an interesting map to see. I didn't get to see it a lot during my time as a player, but coming off of what were two very interesting games, to say the least, I'm sure Nighthaven's going to have quite the twist. Blackbeard's still off the board, nothing too new there.
I want to take a look at Akino's tracker to confirm my suspicions.
Someone's a Blackbeard player in this lobby, and we have reason to believe it's Akino. With that, though, they will continue off their ban. There we go, big Azami pick. That seems a little targeted on reserve. We also have the Dokkaebi ban to come out as well. Nighthaven is pretty... Oh, excuse me. Is pretty influential with the Breachers, so we might see another Kaid ban, or maybe a Fenrir. As I said, there goes Fenrir. That will be your map bans. We didn't see too much Fenrir last map, I don't think, despite him being left on the board. We saw him for a couple rounds, but other than that, he just wasn't really present. The Kiba barriers being removed from the match entirely are going to be interesting. And we're going to see how this turns out. Top floor first as originated, or as standard, excuse me. And the Valkyrie, the Frost, Goyo, mute.
Nope. Akino's played Blackbeard 3 times in this ranked season.
Oh, what?
It ain't even that.
Do any of them play Blackbeard?
Oh, it's gonna take me a bit to get through all that.
Honestly, I think it's just because Blackbeard is Blackbeard. I'm not gonna lie.
It's true. At this point, I have to believe that's the case.
I was like, oh, good.
Now I'll stop Akino's match history and get into this. We have defending first, right? MU? Cool.
We have MU defending kiss. Excuse me. My goodness. I apologize.
Makes sense for them to pick defense first, as they have won the most rounds after that first game.
The defenses are pretty solid. Need to keep it translated and then to hold these angles a little bit. These roams have been pretty effective. Vandals has adapted to clearing out the roamers, thankfully, as we saw change it up from map 1. Map 2, they did a very good job of getting rid of the roamers from the map, and they were able to collapse a lot easier. But we're on a new map, and Zmart also has a couple of bullet holes in him, it seems. So moving in, deciding where they want to go through. The Maverick is going to try and get through this IT wall. Very quickly getting the soft destruction.
Marky elsewhere.
Oh my, and 5 will trade. 5 will get a trade back. Big pick from MU, taking these Nomad off the board. Goyo is also being removed. Very important guns taken off the board of MU. Solid job of Vandal. Vandal have also just made their way through both breaches.
Gradually can make their way into the site soon. A minute and a half on the clock. So are being spotted round around.
They know that there's a player downstairs.
Jamie needs to sleep past his bedtime. Shut up.
Oh.
10 p.m. is my 10 a.m.
Kinda real, honestly. Ooh, bit of a gunfight with Akino. Reserving crane. Yep, little damage there. Bones trying to get aggressive. Pushing this thermite back as much as he can. Toby might walk away. No, the timing! Reserve swings out and drops Toby. Thermite still continue to make it way through, and wow, great double from Bones.
Yes, somehow the tides have turned very quickly, and now it is in the favor of Muskingum for the round.
30 seconds to
But
go.
still not impossible for Akino, who I'm just now realizing is not on Montaigne for the first time. Might not actually be the first time, but in my heart is the first time I've not seen him registered in my brain.
No, the Maverick pick is definitely a first for this series. In any way, MU take their defensive round to start us off.
Good old striker. I do like that change they made with the recruit thing. Oh, never mind. But the option of utility given.
I agree. Listen, I was all for 5-man recruits and 5-man shields and whatever. It was all good and fun. But on a realistic scale, you're not 5-man recruit rushing every game. And, you know, you need something in this day of age in Siege that can keep up with the other operators. Yeah, recruit was kind of just there as a meme space. And honestly, I like it. I enjoy it because one of my key usages of Striker is times on Clubhouse when that Kaid is still in play. Heartbeat charges and impact EMPs do wonderfully when it comes to getting rid of hatches. You don't need to dedicate 2 operators or a bunch of utility or a bunch of risk. You just throw a little softball and you put a little can opener and you have a hatch for free.
Bomb located by attackers.
Moving along with our round. Akino back on the Montang. Making their clears around the top floor. Haven't spotted out too many roamers just yet.
Interesting of Chan to switch from Deimos to IQ here. I do like IQ as a pick in general, but I feel like finding these roamers is important.
It would be a lot better for Vandals, given that there isn't too much.
Oh, that's so unlucky. Like, Akino seemed ready for it, but not ready enough.
Great headshot though. That might catch
That's
you.
not close
a little
enough.
too high.
And then elsewhere, Chan also fell from something.
Toby's going to match the same fade as another operator.
This might be the quickest round we've had today.
5 versus 1. 5. Speaking of 5, he's still outside currently.
People are still close enough to. Both phones want this. Oh, they really want this.
Oh my goodness.
The havoc has begun.
You've got to look in some direction. Oh, he's gonna go to the helipad. He's gonna go to the helipad.
The presence of Z-Mart as a distraction. It's just.
If you can't deal with him soon, he might get ran out on.
There
and there it is. Flawless round from MU. Very silly round from MU, but nonetheless, they get it done.
Say, either that was the quickest or the last round on first map was the quickest. I'm not keeping track, but that was.
It was definitely swift. It was definitely swift.
Yeah. Considering how down to the wire most of these rounds have been. So, we'll see how we adapt to this now. With a clash being selected.
Defenders protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
It's the first clash we've seen, too. I don't know how they will incorporate it into their lineup.
Neymar still on their roaming stuff, playing Vigil still. Which they've only done this map, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know, it's okay. I would prefer seeing more Scopos funny gameplay, but whatever works.
True. Denying the util and just, you know, the boss G in SMG-12 existing it is pretty detrimental. It is very powerful too.
5 seconds left before
The clash being brought, I'm expecting a little bit of buddy action from Clash and at least one other operator. Hopefully, anyway. Unless Bones is left to defend on his own accord. Still setting up. They do have good top control. it out, and I think I see the vision. Now that the vigil is in play, the IQ is being used to spot out that cloaking device of the vigil. Which is actually a great use, but it's improperly used, and Zmart's going to get away with the Nomad kill. Great way to start it off. Toby trading off reserve, but Lucci gonna answer back. Zmart gets a second one on his own. It's all crumbling for Vandals, it seems, as a little over a minute is gone, and 3 of your operators are currently on the floor. Still searching for the vigil. Haven't gotten much yet. The Clash also hasn't seen much action just yet. Holding to their own devices. Vandals don't want to be caught with an unsuspecting vigil, and the timing might be horrible. Never mind. Toby's gonna get
very nice. I'd say it seems MU is switching up their very passive defense for a more aggressive, which seems to be tripping up Vandals. But we'll see how quickly they can adapt to this and work around it.
Not a lot of time left, a little under 50 to go. We do still have the diffuser in hand. There's just a lot of operators who look for. The vigil. Very influential. Now the Clash is being a thorn in the side, but never mind.
Toby had full trust in Chan to take care of that Clash for them.
2 more kills for Vandals, and there's the last one.
Not fast enough on that.
Great job from Vandals to turn that round around.
Oh, that nice pre-fire spray.
It looked like it should have been an MU round there, but Toby and I think it was Chan really just cleaned it all up there.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
We will go back upstairs now as MU try to switch up their defense just a little bit. They had brought the Tuber out to assist with the soft breaching, along with the Mute and the Bandit. So a lot of breach denial being brought. Hopefully it's utilized properly. The Lucci Bandit trick along with the Zoto canisters of Zmart is definitely feasible here.
Boom, boom, shotgun. Yeah, that's my commentary. Thank you, everyone.
So much. A lot of utility.
So glad I'm here for this very informational commentary.
Shotguns are important that you bring it up. It's good stopping power, good destructive power. And the shotguns are critical to any defense. You need at least one. Especially the M590 being that shotgun, it's a really good one. Plus, you don't really need an SMG when you have the pocket rifle of the MAC-10 in your pocket.
Patiently waiting.
Yeah, Akino is kind of just holding his angle here, waiting for the first sign of contact. We're waiting to take this tree stair. Vandals moving through connector rather swiftly, but they will need to be met with the bandit tricking, which is definitely a pain to get through. And I don't think they even want to try it at this point until they have him cleared out. They could get a vertical play going through here. Lucci with a very great Nitro Cell. I think that's your thermite off the board.
So
Ve-
we don't need to be doing this trick anymore.
The trick is no longer necessary as your hard destruction is taken care of. And very, very influential as it's a minute 15 and you don't have anything open.
What?
And now it's all up
I don't think
to
reserves winning that.
it's all up to the gun skill. of
Oh,
who
there.
wants.
That was weird. Oh, there. That's dangerous.
That could be, yeah, that's a very dangerous air jab. That could be used against them if they're not careful, and Toby's not looking the right way. He's dropped by reserve. Zmart getting involved as well, and Akino left
Run down.
all by himself with the
It is
heavy
bullet. Oh,
guard
no.
break
Oh, God.
animation.
Oh, no.
It's the
Okay.
reverse of what usually happens, and it's another MU flawless round. That's just that's a tough watch. That's a heartbreaking watch. Great stuff from the side of MU.
It's gonna haunt me tonight. Watching that poor Montaigne getting brutalized right there.
The visions.
And it looks like it was enough to terrify Akito to bring out their main.
Oh boy, Ash on.
I know the statistics. I know what's happening.
He's had enough. He's got a rifle in his hand and he plans to do some work with it.
Revenge is in the process. That's like, I don't know. Me personally, Nighthaven, I only played it like a few times because it was just added when I was playing the last.
Oh, so there's only been a few times that you've been around this track?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a funny map, especially the one angle that's basically right above a point. I don't remember where it is, but there's one very funny like door where you can literally just shoot from literally outside it into the site, and it's funny, but I forget.
Oh yeah, I know. I think I know which one. Let's see.
Slow walking.
One of the
Curious.
first borders. I wanted to give the position away. I do believe this is the first downstairs
Oh my.
take and ball she kill. Timar taking Akino off of the Ash immediately.
Well, so much for that plan. I had faith. I was hyped for it, but a quick shotgun blast definitely
We're just gonna
brings
have
a
to,
damper on that.
we're gonna have to keep waiting for it, unfortunately.
I feel like Hummus is going to be yelling at me later if I did curse this.
No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. There's still plenty of siege to get through. It's not our fault.
Wall is open.
Wall is
Watch.
definitely open. Whether or not they'll be able to effectively utilize it is the next question. Especially Marquise spotted by Zmart and also dealt with. He will join Akino in the grave. And Akino is actually no, excuse me. Zmart, sorry, is looking for a third. Still waiting around this garage side. Mira is very crippled. Lucci. We don't know. I think they might be aware of Zmart's position. As they are training their guns on it. Oh, wow! Great reaction from 5. Jumps in, incurs a ton of damage from reserve. He's going to be able to get away. Nitro Cell rip. Not going to be able to connect. 5 very injured right now. And the Ram of Toby is going to get his vertical play going. Seeing what they can detect, not much. A little bit of a cut foot right there.
1 second. Eated up till we find Lucci though. So progress is being made, but a lot of damage still dealt on Vandal's side. Plant is going down.
The smoke grenades are also coming out as well. Can it deny the plant? No,
I don't
it
think they
won't,
can
actually.
hear the
they-
plant. There's so much noise going on. 5 does find a pick on reserve, and elsewhere Toby's getting hits on bones.
This might end up being a Vandals round as they still have top floor control as well. Along
Bones
with
taking
this
still damage. Taking still damage? Still taking damage.
Vitamin C is looking to regain control of top 4. And I don't think it will happen. And Vandals will take the round with an excellent post plant. Great stuff from Vandals. Very nice.
Yeah, the momentum of these rounds keeps shifting.
Oh yeah, it hasn't been one-sided at all. It goes from left to right to left to right. Still, last round and a half. See how it goes for MU's final defense.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Attackers have located a bomb.
Let's see how they can close this out. They have brought the flash back yet again, along with the Malusi. Reserve being put on the dock is a first. We haven't seen him play dock just yet. Let's see how well he does with it.
Insertion.
Vandals bringing the Deimos this time, so that could be influential when it comes to clearing out any roamers that they might be greeted with.
I.e. Z-Mart, usually, but... We'll see how this goes. You're hunting already? And finding Z-Mart already?
Oh my gosh, he has incurred quite a bit of damage. He's barely able to escape with his knife. Aquino and Marquis moving up the stairs.
Everyone sees what it wants to see.
Yeah, they haven't made their way into connector. They just need the breach to join them.
Can't believe that default cam dodged that bullet that first time.
I know, that was actually sick. I don't know how you did that. In any case, though, Aquino has actually made a lot of ground on this top 4 control. They just need to be aware of reserve, and there we go. Toby will take him off the board, and that's pretty good control. You still have one more player that's still up here, and they're looking for him promptly. Toby's going to find Lucci, see where he's at, and they'll realize that he's downstairs. So that's, unfortunately, a death mark that's been misused. So... in any case, they have gained a lot of ground, they have gained a lot of advantage, and Vandals are going to continue their vertical play from up here. The Ram drone's going out, a lot of soft destruction happening. Still holding out for any picks. A minute 10 still left in here.
Working our way around. These
Still...
two have to find their way back to their own site, however, it might be a bit difficult, full well knowing the Nomad pick has been started to get thrown out.
There's a possibility that despite the Nomad, they might be able to sneak on through. Bones almost was in a very sticky situation. He almost lost his life there. He was able to fall back to the safeguard of his tight and teammate.
And the rings and ears.
More vertical breach being employed here. It hasn't seen too much action. A little bit of damage occurred onto Vitamin C. He just barely escapes. Bones, very nice shot onto Toby. That's the Deimos off the board. Marquis will answer back onto Lucci. Z-Mart answering himself. He'll get 2 on the round. And the diffuser is going down from Aquino. It will finish planting. There is currently a man advantage, and the guard break is occurring right now. It's all up to Vitamin C. Wait, I don't even know what happened. How did they win that? I thought
elsewhere, someone took out the clash once again as their Vandals are properly trusting one another. So it was then suddenly down to Goyo right in front of Montaigne all by himself. And, well, it is what it is. Clearly, Aquino did not want a repeat of what happened previously, and
He-
now the scores are evened out.
He's very vengeful. They have even out. We are even at the half. MU will go onto their attack now, and we'll see how Vandal's defense holds up against it. They brought a Valkyrie, and they're opted to go downstairs first. See how they'll use this. The Kaid also being brought to deny these walls, along with the powerful and reliable TCSG shotgun. That's really a DMR, let's be real. But I digress. Valcam's also going to be influential. They have swapped off of the Ace to get a IQ going to deal rather quickly with these Falcon cameras. See how they get turned out. No main hard breacher on the side of MU. I assume, yes, they do have some can openers to work with. They do have a little bit of utility detection. So they'll use whatever they can to try and maybe get some holes open. In any case, Jackal being brought.
Jackal and Deimos,
They are adamant on hunting down these roamers.
we are flushing them out.
However, there is one. I believe that is. I believe
One's in
it's
the basement
Akino.
at least.
I'm not sure who's up there. Akino has been targeted by Deimos, it seems. Rather briefly. Still trying to info gather as they make their way. Minute gone so far. They have established a heavy top floor control, so MU are going to very promptly begin their vertical play now that they realize they don't have anybody flanking them on the top floor, as most of the operators are controlled downstairs. So if you really think about it, the Deimos Jackal didn't really get to be utilized too much, but it does give MU a lot of map control nonetheless. Holly will continue to breach the ram. Excuse me, not the Rome. The ram starting to go on its verticality as Akino is spotted out by the Deathmark tracker. Hasn't received any gunfire just yet. The Jackal track is also going to come out, and a big double kill from Tubi, taking that IQ and the Deimos off of the board. Minute left in this round, and MU still pressed on the verticality. Man count in favor of Vandals. Nitro Cell comes out, doesn't connect with anything just yet. More vertical play being utilized by MU. Hasn't found much yet, however.
I just had the awful thought of what if between rounds walls weren't restored, but I remembered how awful favela would look, and I don't want to think about it. Old favela, that is.
Paper mache the map.
I've seen that map literally no walls whatsoever in a round. All right. Bones taken up by Akino. Nakimo trained up by Vitamin with a reserve taking heavy damage as well. Only 10 seconds left. It'll be very difficult to get anything done here.
Yep.
Hope he does clear it out.
It's a good Vandals round. For a second
Oh,
there,
that
honestly,
fire.
it honestly looked like Reserve was ready to put a bullet in the back.
I think they heard the running right behind them.
Yeah. It honestly looked like Reserve was ready to put a bullet in Vitamin C's head on that last round. In any case, Vandals had a great hold. Despite not having much roam control, they held their ground with a full turtle strategy, and it paid off. We'll head back. We'll head upstairs now. Tuberao.
Pretty normal looking, nothing too weird. Rather safe defense picks here. From the bees. Oh, they swapped bees for cards and then back into bees elsewhere. This time not bringing Brava, instead want more control on the flank.
Bravo wouldn't get too much utility usage out of this anyway.
True.
It's honestly better to take out the Valkyrie cameras than it is to convert them.
Which I say Brava again instead of
I think you did say
Ram.
Bravo. That's why I got confused.
I always call Ram Brava and then look at Brava. I'm like, yeah, that's Brava.
Oh,
well, that's unfortunate.
my
Early peak from
goodness.
Akino.
That was
The drone was
definitely a peak from Vandals. Akino got very shut down, and that's the IT wall for free, actually. Very big pick. That's also the smoke off the board. So not sure what he was going through his head right there. MU is going to walk away with that for free and continue their breach. Excuse me.
Alright. Moving forward, obviously the Twitch pick here is good to get these several really standard utils of Bandage and Mute. Simple siege early. Very quiet.
It's all quiet. On the western
Kidding.
front, there might be. Zmar is going to change that fact. Marquee will fall, and that's the tuber off the board, as if, you know, they didn't already have the breaches open already. And a little bit over a minute to go. It is looking very good for MU here. They have the map control, they have the man count. Now it's time to execute.
Whoa.
Toby,
Whoa.
unfortunately, meeting the gun of Vitamin C, and the rest of Vandals will fall. Zmar closing out the round, and it'll be an MU round. Oh, what a flick. Great round, very great round. Even round count as
Okay,
well.
still keeping it even.
Someone is going to walk out of here with a win, and both teams want it bad.
The speed dynamic of the rounds alternating is keeping things rather interesting because we've started to go towards a more faster pace round as opposed to our previous maps have been. Which could be probably stress levels of the players wanting it over with.
It's also very late on a potential work/class night.
Right. Trying to get this over with as fast as possible. See
While
how
still one.
the results fare.
5 seconds to go. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb.
The 9th round begins.
And we're gonna see
Making their way
how
over.
it plays out. Still have the smoke. They brought the Legion instead of the Tuberau this time around. Still pretty effective operators to pick on. Going to breach red into connector without any hesitation. And I don't think our MU squad is going to care too much about IT, but ooh, Toby is in a good spot if he's not caught out. However, never mind, he gets away with it. That's Grim removed very quickly off the board, and Toby has actually been going insane. He's 13-5 this match.
Locked in, clearly.
Absolutely. IT still hasn't been open. Big swing from Toby, but Vitamin C able to trade off his teammate and get his revenge back. Evening out the round. No, man count.
Well, if it's someone else, you're avenging, not revenging.
True. I apologize.
Actually.
I'm actually.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. In any case, In any case, there's still
Smart down.
a
Akino.
differential. There we go. Akino is still heavy in this top garage position.
Close to hitting this minute mark.
Ooh, he might. Oh, I think you saw someone. Oh, he might have seen another player.
They're looking
I
again.
don't think they know. Big kill. That's a very big pick from Akino. And now it's a 1 versus 4 with Lucci all by himself.
Marky
Swings.
no longer bleeding out on the floor.
It's not all that helpful when you're hemorrhaging blood. Yeah, I can agree with that.
You could still say, "Oh, I see a dude in front of me."
I
can't do anything
guess.
about it, but trust me,
Your
there's something.
your vision's very impaired when you're bleeding out, but I understand. Lucci's still stuck, figuring out how he wants to play this out. 30 seconds left, with not a lot of options, and I think he's just gonna talk it over with his team.
Just gonna
Seeing-
take in the view, use this as like a inadvertent timeout.
15
You know,
seconds remaining.
taking what he can gain from this round and play for exits, hopefully, and there we go. Just like that. 5 off the
5
board.
seconds remaining.
What a very come on. So true.
Operators, you have run out of time.
Despite how the maps are like just strictly within a building, there is a lot of detail on the outside that goes far off from the playable range.
Yeah, all the birds, all the colors, you know, some moving animations in the background.
Got some windmills on this map. Yeah, wow, windmills. Wind turbines. That'd be the
Say, there's a
proper-
windmill on this map.
By attackers.
yeah, turbines.
Zmar also having quite the game, staying on par with Toby. He's swarming plates. Toby might have a kill over him, but you know what can you do? What can you ask? Bones and Vitamin C swapping places, not even operators. I like it.
10 seconds left.
I'm liking it. MU are actually finally bringing a Maltang this round. Opting out of the Thermite for a Maverick.
The bomb.
Bringing the Ash as well for the soft breach.
Yeah, there was an Iana for a bit, but that was swapped back to the Ash. Vandals still keeping this a rather conservative, preservative defense selection. Just gotta keep
Absolutely.
them out. And keeping
A
us.
lot of breach denial as well. The Tubarão, the Bandit, the Mute, and the Kaid all being brought together. Along with the intel gathering from Valkyrie, I assume MU is going to have a very difficult time here.
I'm not getting another ad right now. I could have swore there was already an ad this game, this map. Whatever the case, let's see how this map round pans out. Patiently
Still-
holding our angles.
Still going off of their top clear roam, or top clear control. They're ready. That C4 could be detrimental. As Toby is patiently waiting on the Valkyrie camera, whether or not it'll work. Reserve taking us down to gather intel so that the scene can move rather promptly. And we should see potentially the hatches being worked on here. Oh, big C4 kill from Marquis. Utilizing Toby's black eyes. And there's
Another
another
one.
C4.
Which also
Wait,
might
there's-
have been the
there's-
damage on Zmart.
Wait, there's actually 5 C4s.
How many C4?
There's each operator has one. Zoto's canisters goes down. They might even get even more intel off of the frozen feet in the floor. Zmart utilizing the nitro holes to play some vertical.
I think this round alone has made me a Vandals fan. That was
I was
just three C4s being thrown at the ceiling to
plenty-
find their picks.
Plenty of explosions with 2 connecting very well, and Zmart is very hurt.
Nonetheless, round is still going.
Jan is in a great spot to deny that a walk down. That's a really tough angle if you're an attacker. We're still working up top, and Toby is now getting involved. Lucci by himself, opting whether or not he wants to turn back. He will get one. He does get a bit frozen, however. He swings. Toby able to take it off. Reserve left in a 1v2. No time left. Also, no diffuser. And he's just going to hold out on the Maverick walls. And he'll get nothing, unfortunately.
You are out of time.
Vandals will take another round.
Heading towards our match point. I'd say after watching the first map, this is not what you expected to probably see at the end of the day. This is not match point. No, there it is. Okay, never mind. I was not saying I could have swore it was match point, but it shows up very late because I don't know. Ubisoft probably is my best.
Despite that, though, Damien, we've seen this exact scenario. This 6-4 scoreline is going to be the second time we see it tonight. And there is a possibility it ends up being 6-6 yet again. Just have to see how well Vandals can tighten it up and close it out on their final round here. We'll see if MU can adapt to this Vandals defense.
That's Brava.
Yes, the blue one.
I'm doing it. I'm doing this. I know my agent icon, operator icon.
This man is Valorant.
And that's Ramp. Yeah, we're doing it. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I do play a lot of Valorant. Or, not recently, but I have.
Valorant has agents, Siege has operators, Apex has legends.
League is champions.
League is champions, yes.
Overwatch is
heroes.
Yep, heroes. Yeah.
And Rocket League has cars. Very nice cars, I might add. I haven't played Rocket League in a while.
I could not tell you the last time I played. Maybe actually played 3 years ago. Maybe for a single game that my friends wanted to do. But
so I'm scared to go back to the game. Everybody knows how to movement. Everybody knows the movement. I used to be able to get to diamond off of very little movement and just ball control. Now it's everybody's flip resetting and ball dribbling. And it's very scary stuff.
First map was a warm up, says Coach Hummus. Clearly, can't argue with the results.
I believe it. I believe it. They were just seeing,
could not find the headshot.
Very close though. He
Live.
barely escaped. What's his life? And Reserve gets taken out by Akino. Big headshot. Big operator off the board, too. That's a lot of soft destruction just gone.
Really makes the verticals they love so much. Null.
Chan taking away Bones' life.
Still so much health for Vandals here, while inversely MU suffering.
MU are definitely running low on options here. Two very crucial operators have been removed from the board. Lucci is still fussing about with Marquis. He might. I think he might have tapped him a little bit. And Z-Mart will fall, and it's just not looking good for MU. Lucci's trading blows. Akino wants this kill. The rest of his team is going to gang up on him. He'll get traded out. It's all up to Vitamin C in a 1 versus 4. And it's not... Wait, hold on. It's a 1 versus 2 now, as one more operator is on the floor. He's unaware that the other operator is down, however. He is being spotted out on the cameras and by the cardiac sensor of pulse. There are still 2 nitro cells on the board, so he needs to play this very carefully. Pulse being in basement, however. That operator is down. 15 seconds left. It's a whole sprint towards the bomb site. All the angles are being held. 10 seconds. It's not looking good. And
Especially 'cause
Vandals
even if they
might be able
get to
to
the point,
walk
Toby's chilling in the basement.
And there you have it.
Wow.
Vandals will walk away with today's play day in a very turned around fashion. Overtime win on map 2 and a very decisive 7-4 win on map number 3 after a very rough 0-7 map 1. But they
Bruh.
showed that they are here and they don't mess around.
All right, that was very, very good matches.
That was great stuff. Oh my gosh. What a lovely bit of well,
We
just
have
to deconstruct that match just a little bit. It was great stuff from Vandals. They held their angles. Their defenses were a lot stronger than the previous maps and the previous rounds. MU kind of crumbled and couldn't really effectively adapt that well. And then besides that, Vandals really just tightened up after their map 1. They psychoanalyzed what they could. They took whatever the information they gathered and they applied it to the later rounds. And they walk away with today's playday.
And yeah, thank you all for joining us in this wonderful match. Tomorrow we will get back to you with some Valorant. I'll be there most likely as the observer as per usual.
I
Casting, don't know.
know.